own a new one. That time has come. Don't need to check the clock. Been ready long. Not irrational. Exceptional. DJ play the wrong, go hard like Layla Ali. Slam dunk like Lisa Leslie. In my own lane like a BRT.
Okay, and we are in YouTube. Here we go. Smooth 98.1. We're trying something a little bit different here on the Grapevine. It is 17 minutes gone past 8 o'clock, and you were just listening to Another Level by Bella Alubo as we bring in all the music reviews, entertainment news that we can fit into the next few minutes. Okay, here we go. I'm Sope Martins, and this is Smooth Breakfast. I have got Irabor Okosun in with me for the next 20 plus minutes. Hi, Irabor. How you doing?
I'm great. Good morning, Sope. Sorry for my voice. Yeah, I'm not trying to sound sexy. You get? So it's just a cold because of Afrif. But, the ladies can get mesmerized as a result. I don't mind.
Wow, never has someone tried to sell his cold voice like this before.
I mean, everything is up for sale.
We'll take you anywhere we can get you, Irabor. We'll take you anywhere we can get you. You can find him at Irabor 100 if you want to go start making inquiries. I have to purchase that voice for your personal use.
That's why I like you. You market me very well. You market me well.
All right, people, we're already streaming live up on youtube.com/smooth981 FM Lagos. You can come up there on the live stream and you can leave your comments in the live chat as well. You can send your WhatsApp messages into 0809 440 981 and take things over to Twitter using the hashtag Grapevine981. All right, so Irabor.
Yes.
Okay, let's get into this. Another Level by Bella. Wow, what did you think?
Yeah, it's a cool song. I've added it to my playlist. It's somewhat a bit unconventional. It's a sound that people are not really used to completely. It's not that it's not out there. And I actually like her name, Bella Alubo. It just sounds like a mix of Western and cultural, like Bella and Alubo. At first, I thought it was Elubo. I was like, what's this? But, I digress. But anyway, another level from the title. Yeah, I see this as another level of music that, if properly, should I use the word curated, can actually be a very refined genre that people can be into completely, just beyond that little group that people have with certain genres. There's some certain sub-genres of rap and all that, so I'm thinking, this is something that could be next level, in my own opinion. So it's not a bad song at all, it's just one of those songs that are somewhat experimental and open to criticism and improvement.
So I'm actually looking forward to her EP. So hopefully we'll be able to get her on the show at some point. We've reached out because I have to say I am liking this sound. This is my kind of sound. I don't quite go in for mainstream. If you check out my playlist, yes, there's mainstream acts, but usually it's filled with music a little bit like this. Not quite like this because this is original all on its own. All right, so guys, please tell us what you think about this track, Another Level by Bella Alubo. Speaking about music, oh my gosh, a lot happened. So first of all, we got to hear Wizkid with the live stream of his album. So More Love, Less Ego, and the reviews are coming in. Some people are like, amazing. Others are like, mixed signals, mixed reviews. What do you think?
I fall under the mixed reviews category. I think it was rushed. I don't think Wizkid needed to drop an album almost immediately. I think the pressure of the youngins, out there doing exceptionally well, kind of just put him on his toes. And I also understand the fact that he needed to follow up Essence. But Wizkid has gotten to the salient point in his career where I don't think he has to rush an album or rush certain things. And I don't think that album title correlates with, the album itself, the body of work. It didn't just resonate with me. I didn't see any ego that was reduced in it. And I think there were a lot of commonplace, regular type of lyrics that you'd expect from somebody who just has a niche for themselves in mediocrity. I think he feels now that he could drop anything and it would just automatically be received, with acclaim.
Irabor, I was nodding until you hit me with that mediocrity one. I was like,
yeah. Do you agree?
I wasn't prepared. Let me just say that I was hoping that Bad to Me would not make it on there, but then, that's all. I'm not gonna say much.
It's. I don't think it's his best work. It's not the worst work. It's just like
in the
LeBron
middle,
James,
like Malcolm in the middle.
Yeah, it's like Malcolm in the middle. Wizzy is in the middle, and as it is, it's like you watch basketball games or football games, and you see Ronaldo scoring 1 or 2 or 3 goals. You expect that he wins the Ballon d'Or that year, or you see LeBron James scoring 30, 35 points per game. But when LeBron scores 20 points, which in itself it's great, but you're like, LeBron James shouldn't be scoring 20 points. So that's the case here, in my own opinion. If it was someone else who released this album, like, wow, this guy is trying. Oh, wow. I mean, we should support, but Wheezy. After Essence, you have to give us something Essence level, or slightly below Essence level, or beyond Essence. That's it. That's the gift and the curse right there.
Oh yeah. All right, let's move things along now. Do you remember you can send your WhatsApp messages into 0809-440-981, and we're still on the music because of Rihanna. It's only Rihanna that will make me talk. Come back. But so new single, Born Again. So everybody's like, okay, Rihanna, new music. But apparently, even though she has said no new music, the new music is just for Black Panther. It's for Ryan Coogler at this point. So tell me your thoughts.
Everything right now with Rihanna and her entire team is based off of strategy. And the fact that they are piggybacking off the Wakanda Forever franchise, it just helps with the promotion of Rihanna entering into next year for the Super Bowl performance and just the rejuvenation of her career musically. This goes to show that even if you're a billionaire in a particular field, and as a result of you being a billionaire was because of a particular thing you used to do, it goes to show that you cannot automatically just come back like that. Nobody was waiting for you. So she now has to release more singles or put out more content, whether it's musically or otherwise. She just needs to go in that level of music right now. So release the second single off the whole Black Panther, covering. Yeah, that's a very good strategic move in my own opinion. Even if the song isn't all that great, I'm not saying this one is that level. I'm just saying, even if it isn't, but just because they have that Wakanda Forever label, because that movie has done about $330 million at the box office. So you see, that's why this thing. What's the name of it? That's why leveraging is good. Leveraging is good. Associating yourself with things that are prosperous is very good. So it's strategy. Jay-Z is at the helm. Rihanna is there.
Black Panther is associated with Panther, Burna and Fireboy
and everybody. So even Ryan Coogler and Co, they're like, wow, Afrobeat is getting hotter and hotter. We also need to tap into this. We also need to come and do our African premiere in Nigeria. We also need, so they are seeing that it's beyond just America now. It's global. And if you're going to make those big bucks, you have to include as many elements as possible to crack it.
All right. Okay, cool. So real quick though, because we've already talked about the record opening, about the box office of Wakanda Forever, let's just talk about it because it had a blockbuster opening. I mean, were we expecting anything else though?
No, we weren't actually. We weren't. Even if Black Panther turned out to be a horrible movie, it would still, I believe, it will still approach that 1 billion mark just because of Chadwick's demise, just because of, people wanting to even just check out, the film as a result. Yeah. So, but it's not a horrible film. It's a decent film, given the situation and the circumstance that they were thrown into, because they didn't expect.
For goodness sake, they lost their title hero.
Yeah. Like, who would have thought about that? I'm sure in their strategy meetings and contingency plans and all those things, I'm sure they did not factor in the demise of the actor. Like, I'm sure they didn't, but they had to take
goodness.
some time out,
Yeah.
you know, and try to figure out. But I mean, the storyline that they did with this one, it was good enough for the subsequent parts to, you know, materialize into something great.
Yeah, and I wonder just how much of it was people kind of buying tickets just to see how the director, how Ryan Coogler would handle the story, you know,
Yes.
with and deal with Chadwick Boseman's passing on. Oh gosh, still hurts to think about that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, anyway, so they had a pretty blockbuster opening. The film has had mixed reviews, though. Not everybody is. I mean, well, to be fair, it was going to take some stumbles trying to get to grips with the story. When you have transition stories like that,
yeah, it's tough. It's tough. I mean, you see with Fast and Furious franchise, you know, Paul Walker being a pivotal lead character in that franchise, you know, they had to find a way. Thank goodness they had that great single, you know, with Charlie Puth and you know, Wiz Khalifa and co. Like, so that you know took a bit of edge off. And with Chadwick right now, and you know, the whole Black Panther and Ryan Coogler and everything, it was tough for them to formulate a story, but they did their best. They did their best. I would only judge this after I see the next two installments. I see how they now try to formulate or carry on the story and all the cliffhangers and everything that they left, you know, behind in this particular installment that is out right now. So I'm carefully, you know, picking my words. I don't want to say anything because I don't know who hasn't or who has watched it, because I understand why people would say they have mixed feelings, but people also need to understand too that this was not going to be the installment, or the storyline wasn't going to be what they intended it to be if Chadwick were alive. So, so that it's a conditional thing. So because I'm sure.
What I would say also, especially when you see, when you look at these superhero franchises, and when it comes to like trilogies or setting, just whatever, setting the series, that the original film is usually okay. This is the point where we're doing all the introductions, and I have to say, Black Panther was fantastic. The first film was fantastic at that, which meant that the second film, if they had gone on with the original trajectory, my gosh, our minds would just be puddles of goo at this point. Unfortunately, it had to go back to that origin setting of, you know, a new origin, let's put it that way. So this is like the second origin story now.
Yes. I mean, I just hope that they continue to use it as a tool to let Black people, Africans, know what life could have been or what life can still be, you know, for us to be prosperous in that manner without needing any support from the Western world.
Meanwhile, before we go on a break, let me take these two messages real quick from Ty. He says, this new Wizkid album fell flat. It's not working for me. It should do more pride, higher violence or something.
Yes, so.
And he also said, R.I.P. to Kevin. Yes, rest in peace, Kevin Conroy. He goes on to say, Batman truly resonated with me growing up. It's such a sad passing. Rest in peace. Okay, and we got to take that break. We'll be back though with more, and you can join us up on youtube.com/smooth981 FM Lagos whilst we're talking off air. Find out what about on YouTube. Oh my days.
Oh God.
I don't know.
How's everything now?
All good, all good. You know how it is. We're getting through the week. My God, I need to I think you need to be the change you want to see in the world. Guys, I'm going to take a 4-day week from here else. You'll be seeing me from Tuesdays to Fridays, just so I don't miss out on any Grapevine episodes, and because I don't want to miss out on Irabor. But apart from that, I'm done. 4-day week for me.
For the year, I have on my calendar, you know, I have that my third and fourth event. On the 5th, like this. See,
nobody will find you.
See, I'm not. Till next year, I'm not. Like, what's that? No,
they'll be looking for Irabor, Mr. Okosun. He'll be gone, guys. He'll be gone.
I've even told my family, like, you guys don't even look for me. Don't bother. Like, I'm never going to tell you I'm going. Just leave me alone. I don't want to hear anything. Just be there.
Man, how's it been though, organizing everything?
I'm actually thinking like, who sent me message to put event after Afrif? Because I wasn't even sure I was going to hold a particular role in Afrif, like to this extent, beforehand. So if I had known, I probably would have even just done maybe one event or not even done an event at all. I'd have just closed shop from now. But I mean,
what are you gonna do, man? What are you gonna do when they want you? They want you. When you're in demand, you're in demand.
That one is in demand, but I now use my own hand to go and do the other one. So
that's your fault.
Yeah, that one is my fault. So I take it. But God will help.
Yeah. I mean, there's a reason why you did it. So what you gonna do?
Thank God.
How long has this code been dealing with you?
Since 3 days now, Abby. Yeah.
It's been 3 days and nothing.
Like this, it was worse than this. 3 days ago, I wouldn't have been able to do the show.
Oh wow, okay. You're trying. I too was off. Sorry, y'all. I was away for 3 days or so. I think I was off on Thursday. No, Friday, Monday, Tuesday. Oh yeah, you didn't see me on a Tuesday. Oh no, you weren't. Okay, you weren't there on that Tuesday. We both were off. So, we're back in. And I did not even get to. Yeah, let's talk Frank Anuku when we come back.
Okay.
Boom, boom, boom. Oh, if only you guys could hear me singing along behind the scenes, but it's probably best for your ears that you don't. All right, so Irabor, we're back. We've got more on the grapevine here on your Love Music, Love Live station, Smooth 98.1. And let us talk about this video that went viral of someone, and a video that was allegedly supposed to be of the veteran Nollywood actor, Hank Anuku, which caused a widespread concern because people were like, okay, is that him? Is that Hank Anuku? He was a gentleman looking kind of rough, and just kind of roaming the streets. And then Sean George came out and posted a video with him debunking that rumor. But apparently the rumor still persists, Irabor. I don't know. I mean, what do you make of this?
With this situation right now, I think we just have to wait a little bit because when such videos or such situations happen, everybody tries to cover up, and eventually, the dust settles and we see what's going on. Regardless of the fact right now, we also need to acknowledge that our guild in Nollywood for the actors, whether it's for directors, screenwriters, just the entire Nollywood isn't functioning because people like Hank, Sean George, and the rest, we've had a lot of people who have passed away as a result of health problems or whatever, they're not taken care of. They don't have insurance policies. I mean, our president goes out of the country, to go and get himself treated, but also still ran on the ticket promise that, yes, healthcare will be sorted out and nobody will be traveling out to go and do all those things. So, life is very, very tough right now for the actors, especially the veterans, because those guys are the ones who are the foundation of Nollywood. They are not reaping directly what
the harvest
is going on right now in Nollywood. No, they are not. So we need to find a way around it. Like, used to reference the NBA association in terms of protecting those who came before and those who are the foundation of something. So they have an agreement where a certain percentage of player salaries go to veterans for insurance so that they are covered regardless. So I know Nollywood hasn't gotten to that level, but I'm saying this is something that, whether it's the government.
Oh, Irabor, muted.
Towards.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, so they have to work towards achieving, that, because everybody needs to protect it. It's very, very important. Yeah.
All right. Anyway, the latest update on this was Adama Luku came out and said, hey, stop with this. He's not okay. But like Irabor has already said, this is something that we're just going to have to watch and wait and see and pray that he is okay.
And I hope that nobody starts using this as, social media clout, where they now go to the hospital, like with Mr. Ibu, everybody's snapping picture. Get well, Mr. Ibu. Like, see, sometimes I just want to, let me not talk. Let me not talk. Let them not bring out my inner Will Smith. Because there's some things you don't play with.
One, please.
There's some things you don't leverage off of. There's some things you don't touch. If somebody's sick, somebody's dead, just leave it. Don't leverage it off for your own personal gain. I'm not for that. Don't even try it. Me, I would even call you out. Kuro. Nothing you can do. Nothing. Come and beat me in my house. It's irritating. The table. It's irritating. It's very irritating. You see people now like, Hank, Anuku, don't worry. Go to just to see. Let's move on, I beg.
Yeah. Let's move on because we still got more and we don't have too much time. So real quick, let's talk about Kiss Daniel and him being one of the performing artists at one of the headliners at the FIFA Fan Festival event in Doha.
See, right now, Nigerian music is putting us on the map. See, we are hot. I mean, pardon me, I know it's Smooth FM, we don't speak PG, but at the end they rush us. Like, we are hot.
Don't worry,
like,
we are hot. You can.
Yes, we are hot. And I'm happy about this. And the fact that it's even Kiss Daniel. To me, Kiss Daniel is top five. Top five. I mean, talent-wise, is top five.
Talent-wise, Kiss Daniel is, he can sleep and sweat the talent out and he'll still have talent to spare.
Yes. And he knows how to create hit music. That's the thing. He knows how to, and he knows how to market it as well. So for the fact that he's going to be on that particular stage, just goes to show nothing is impossible. It's a great time to be alive as a Nigerian. Yes, a lot of things are going wrong, but it's a great time for the fact that Kiss Daniels, I mean, among all the artists in the world, we have a Nigerian who isn't even the top three in terms of, popularity as, Burna, Davido, Wizkid. Like, it's not those guys. It's Kiss. So I'm happy about it, really. I look forward to the World Cup, although, our country didn't qualify. We'll be supporting our other country. But
we're still not okay with that.
We are so unserious from the top.
Not okay with that.
We are so unserious in Nigeria. I'm not talking about the citizens, but I mean, like, those at the helm, they just don't know what they're doing. But anyway.
So what I find, and that's the thing, right? In sectors where people can show like individual greatness, where it's not dependent on, let's say a manufacturing sector, we're seeing people, and it will be in like those soft power ones, fashion. In fact, we've spoken about this before, right? Fashion, music, movies and series, right? We're seeing
engineering,
the engineering. Yeah, thank you. We're seeing the level of greatness. Like, people are creating prosthetic limbs for Black people.
They just need a conducive environment. See, like at Afrif, I don't think this has ever been done. I'm going to mention some platforms. The 5 major platforms that are out there, streaming services, Amazon, Netflix, Showmax, and Co, Paramount and Co, they were all under one roof at an African festival. That means is worth something. But we too cannot allow that to just be the only selling point. The 200 million now has to be able to produce because the economy is in shambles. You get my point? So regardless of all these things, people are still making things happen. See, Nollywood. Nollywood is still an embryo. Like, Nollywood has, in fact, the parents haven't even come together to even produce the child. Like, that's how Nollywood is. You get my point? So, but people are still thriving. People are still thriving. I even need to give a shout out to my set mate from Nigerian Navy Abeokuta, Toby Ajayi. Like, this guy is the guy is just a savant. Like, he has a car brand that he has even built a complex in Unilag for engineering students, for them to, advance their studies and everything. Like, this guy is just 34, and he's like in Nigeria still low. You understand? So imagine if the economy and everything was well to do for him or well to do for anybody who's looking to do such things. Imagine what we could achieve. Hey, God, you said that they rush us. They will be rushing us infinity. So shout out to Toby Ajayi of Non Automobiles, man. You're doing great.
You've mentioned everything. Well done, Irabor. But and can I just say, a shout out to all those inventors who are always coming up with these amazing, innovative things that I'll be seeing on the different sites, and then they're just left to just be by themselves instead of being snapped up. Nigerian companies, we need to do better. We need to get that money over to them so that we can get more money for ourselves. Anyway, we move. Okay, so Sunday we saw the MTV EMAs and Burna Boy winning because that's what Burna Boy does now, and so he won Best African Act. We also have like a list of winners. We saw Best R&B Chloe, Best Video Taylor Swift. The 10 minutes version of All Too Well, and the list goes on, but let's focus on the Nigerians because that's what we should do.
Yeah, so because Burna Boy, although he wins a lot, we also have to just make sure that attitude doesn't put him into trouble, in my own opinion. People say, why are you... See, watch the attitude.
Your opinion is not an unpopular opinion. Let's keep going.
Okay. So, watch the attitude, keep winning, keep making music. Let's see how it goes. I'm happy for him. I'm happy for the music industry in Nigeria. So we only look and hope for the best.
Okay, so this next one is one that I'm okay. So what did you think, all right, of the video that we saw of Pastor Adegboye's choir in the UK performing Stand Strong by Davido, and that was tributes that was held in honor of Ifeanyi Adeleke, who passed away. And then the netizens had things to say, a lot of things to say.
Yeah, people have
complimentary.
Yeah, people have things to say when it comes to religion and secular music or anything secular. But I can understand where he may be coming from because that's his quote unquote son. The way they always say, "Daddy in the Lord, my son," and all that. So he's probably just finding a way to, feel his pain and try to console him. However, give him enough support. But then again, it's a church. It's bigger than one individual and the feelings of one particular individual. So it's a very
people were like, emphasis on it's a church, not a club.
Yeah, so it's very dicey in a way, but also I think pastors and politicians and certain people in power and of power need to recognize and stop jumping on trends or jumping on things just to put themselves out there. There's some things that just need to remain traditional, in my own opinion. That kind of thing, I don't think such has to be out there if you want to console Davido or do whatever it is you want to do. I think it has to be behind closed doors, not for anybody to see or know what it is you're doing actually. That's my own opinion. But again, you have to really be open-minded these days to see where people are coming from, though sometimes, not in this case, it's crazy, the fact that somebody wants to identify as a woman after being a man and now conquering an entire female sport, but still remaining as a man physically, biologically. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. So that's where I'm coming from.
Irabor, I like you.
My segues are fire, right?
I'm telling you. Like, see, a conversation with Irabor is this: you're walking, and you think you're walking down the path, right? And Irabor is just like, "Hey, I'm in the air and I'm flying on the right," and you're like, "When did you get there? I thought we were walking just now." But it's good. It's good. It keeps things spicy, man.
Yeah.
All right, we are at the end of the show. We've actually gone over. So, Irabor, it's been a pleasure, man. Tell us all about. Oh, do we have any more information on your events?
Oh, yes, it's back to back. December 3rd, Campus Mini Stadium, ex-BB Nigeria housemates versus Nollywood superstars. We're going to be playing a novelty match using football and entertainment to attract people for free health services. That is blood pressure, diabetes, cholesterol, free HIV testing, malaria, and the rest. Then the next day is at National Stadium Indoor Sports Hall. It's a basketball tournament. Local government areas in Lagos are going to be vying for their championship, still using the same sport and entertainment to bring people for free health services. So December 3rd and 4th, Campus Stadium and National Stadium, Surulere, back to back.
December 3rd and 4th, people. Have you heard that? Okay, so and also just for more information, go find at Irabor 100. Keeps it real, yo. Up on Twitter, up on Instagram, up on where else?
Up on everywhere.
Up on everywhere, man. I don't even
But not my
know.
passport though.
Not the government name. All right. That's all, Irabor. I will see you next Tuesday. It's been a blast, man. Have a fantastic day. And sell that voice. Sell it. I've told you the handles to go and buy it, people.
I'm going to record some Mufasa lines just to see how it goes.
While you still can. When they now come for you after the code is gone, what are you going to do? But that's a problem for another day. Until that day,
saying you know how to use Excel in your CV.
Oh, my God. True.